Hey everyone, the name's Cole here, back for another video from Zone 26 Creative. If you are new here, welcome to Zone 26, a channel still underway to have a database of gaming, music, Christian content, and more. Today in this video, we'll be going through another verse in the one and only, tried and true, authorized King James Version of the Bible that many people misinterpret, and a more easier one to tell that many people do seem to misinterpret it in the first place. And this verse is found in the New Testament, and this verse that we're looking at today is 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, and while some have coveted after it, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Now this verse, instead of having people misinterpret the verse because they fail to look at the verses surrounding it, they always receive it as a little too seriously. They always tend to misinterpret a section about it, instead of looking at saying, if having money is all you want in life, then your life will be indeed miserable. They'll misinterpret it as saying money is evil in general. If money was evil, then buying or selling things would be another type of sin. A sin that everyone cannot get away with easily. Because everyone does need money. It doesn't matter how much they have, but money is especially needed for food, clothes, shelter, and the things we need in our life. Especially if you're wanting to make some wholesome content in the future. But that verse, even though it is there in the Bible, that does not, under any circumstances, mean that there is something wrong with money, in general. Because the only thing wrong with money is the fact that it's not used properly. Or you save your money to a comical amount, say maybe tens of millions of dollars, maybe billions or trillions. It could put you in a sticky situation called greed. Believe it or not, even as a Christian myself, I believe it'd be nice to have $1 million. Not in the sense of being rich and famous, but I can use that $1 million for all kinds of things. I can spend it on a house, or a car, or a foundation of a business, or I could donate a portion of it to charity. Or maybe all of it. But keep in mind that earthly money cannot buy happiness. If you are happy with the money, then the temporal happiness hasn't ended yet. Even with a sense of greed into you, thus quoted in the scriptures, it's not going to be worth it. In another verse, just a verse aside from what we were speaking of it, more specifically, 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9, it says, "But those who would be rich fall into temptation, and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition." If you have a large fortune of money, you might not care about it at first, but the greed will eventually come to you. Just give it time. But like I said, even with a large amount, even $1 million, you can decide on what you can do with it. Speaking of money, there is another type of money, one that will last forever in heaven. Money that makes paper bills with the president's face on there, especially the $100 feel almost worthless. But they'll always be worth a thing in the earth, not the afterlife. So as a child of God, you're already rich. Just not on the earth right now, because I know there is a select number of people who have money, others do not have much, and others have more than enough to spend on lots of things that they wanted as a kid. And before we conclude this video, I would like for you all to take this word of advice, also from the scriptures, for those who are poor or rich, or in between, or those who are debating about starting a savings account like me. This advice comes from Colossians chapter 3, verses 1 and 2. "If ye then be risen with Christ, seek these things which are above, where Christ sitteth at the right hand of God. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth." Now please do forgive me in advance, because the verse I was explaining to you about was a lot more simple than the other two, and I did want to add to it. Not that I'm ashamed of speaking truth from God's word, but thanks for tuning into the video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. You don't have to, it's completely optional. And if you do, you'll have the option to hit the notifications bell. And set it to all if you don't want to miss on future content. Thanks for watching everyone, and I hope you all have a blessed day!